The Galactic Council chamber was never quiet. Hundreds of alien species filled the massive hall. Voices echoed. Screens flashed. Arguments never stopped. But today, everything was silent. At the center of the chamber, a giant star map flickered. A new signal had appeared at the edge of Council space. Not fast, not aggressive, just present. A fleet. The ships were large, but not shining. They were dark, so dark that light seemed to bend away from them. Sensors tried to scan them again and again. Each time, the result was the same. Error. No data found. The council members felt uneasy. Technology never failed like this. An elder from an ancient species leaned forward. "Who owns those ships?" he asked. A small figure stepped forward calmly. A human. Humanity was young compared to the others. They were not feared, not respected. Most saw them as weak explorers. The human ambassador spoke in a calm, steady voice. Those ships belonged to humanity. A wave of quiet shock moved through the chamber. Laughter almost followed, but stopped, because the ships had not powered weapons. They had not raised shields. They were simply waiting. "What class of warships are those?" another alien asked. The human paused. "They are not registered," he said. The council murmured. Unregistered ships were illegal, dangerous. "Our scanners cannot see them," said a council scientist, fear in his voice. "It is like they are not fully in this universe." The human nodded slightly. "They are powered by dark matter." The chamber froze. Dark matter was forbidden, studied only in theory, never used, never controlled. An elder whispered, "Impossible." The human looked at the council, eyes calm, voice soft. "These are not our warships," he said. The silence grew heavier. "They're only the scouts." And for the first time in centuries, the Galactic Council felt fear, not from an enemy's threat, but from humanity's quiet confidence. The silence did not break after the humans spoke. It deepened. Council scientists worked fast. Screens filled with numbers, warnings, and red symbols. Every scan failed. Every system gave a different answer. One thing was clear. The ships were real, but they were not fully visible. A senior analyst spoke with shaking hands. "Our sensors see mass, but no shape. Energy, but no source. It is like the ships exist between moments." The council members exchanged uneasy looks. Technology was their strength, and today it was useless. An ancient alien race, older than the council itself, finally spoke. Their voice was slow and heavy. "We once tried to touch dark matter," the elder said. "It destroyed our stars. We banned it forever." Many remembered that story, a warning passed down for thousands of years. The human ambassador listened quietly. "You broke galactic law," a council leader accused. "Dark matter weapons are forbidden." The human shook his head. "We did not weaponize dark matter," he replied. "We learned how to live with it." The room filled with fear, not anger. Another scan suddenly vanished from the screen. Then another. The fleet was slowly disappearing from all tracking systems. "They are leaving sensor range," a technician shouted. "No," the human corrected gently. "They are still there." The council realized the truth. The ships were choosing when to be seen. A young alien asked a question everyone feared. "If these are scouts, where's the main fleet?" The human paused longer this time. "Far beyond your borders," he said. "Hidden, watching." The council chamber felt smaller, weaker. "We did not come to threaten," the human continued. "We came to speak." A leader swallowed hard. "About what?" The human looked at the star map, then back at the council. "About balance," he said. "And what happens when it breaks?" Outside the chamber, the dark ships remained silent, waiting. The Galactic Council did not want proof, but fear demanded it. "If your fleet means peace," a council commander said, "then show us restraint." The human ambassador nodded slowly. "Very well," he replied. A distant star system appeared on the main screen. It was empty. No life, no stations. Just a cold, dead planet drifting around a fading star. This world is uninhabited, the human said, chosen to avoid harm. The dark ships moved. No engines flared. No sound echoed. Space itself seemed to bend as one ship drifted forward. Its surface swallowed all light. Council sensors screamed with warnings. Energy levels rose, then vanished. The ship fired. There was no explosion, no flash, no shockwave. The planet did not break apart. It did not burn. It simply disappeared. One moment it existed. The next, there was nothing. Not dust, not heat, not radiation. Just empty space. The chamber erupted in panic. Several council members stood back. Some collapsed into their seats. "That is not destruction," an elder whispered. "That is erasure." The human spoke calmly, as if explaining weather. "Dark matter does not break matter," he said. "It removes it from reality." A scientist stared at the screen in horror. "There are no remains," she said. "It never existed." The council understood now. Defense was meaningless. Shields, armor, fleets, none of it mattered. "Why show us this?" a leader asked, voice shaking. The human met his gaze. "Because this weapon is already outdated," he said. Fear turned into disbelief. "Our true strength," the human continued, "is control." The dark ship drifted back into position. The fleet returned to silence. The council chamber was quiet again. But now everyone knew. Humanity was not asking for a place in the galaxy. It had already surpassed it. The council no longer argued. They only listened. One leader finally asked a question that burned in every mind. Why would humanity build such power? The human ambassador did not answer at once. When he spoke, his voice was calm but heavy. "Because we were forced to," he said. The main screen changed. Images appeared. Old records. Human colonies on distant worlds. Small stations. Peaceful cities. Then flames. Broken ships. Silent planets. These attacks were reported, the human said. "We asked for help." The council shifted uneasily. "Pirates destroyed our colonies," the human continued. "Invaders tested their weapons on us. We followed your laws. We trusted your protection." The images showed council messages. Delays. Votes. Excuses. "Your response," the human said softly, "was silence." A young alien lowered his head. "We learned a simple truth," the human went on. "In this galaxy, survival belongs to those who prepare." The screen showed humans working. Scientists. Engineers. Hidden bases in dark space. "We did not seek domination," he said. "We sought survival." An elder spoke carefully. "You could have warned us." The human nodded. "We did. You did not listen." The council felt the weight of its past choices. "We studied dark matter in secret," the human said. "We failed many times. Stars were lost. Lives were lost." The room remained silent. "But we learned control," he continued. "Not to rule, but to protect." A council leader whispered. "Protect from whom?" The human looked around the chamber. "From a galaxy," he said, "that only respects strength." The dark fleet outside remained motionless, not as conquerors, but as a warning written in silence. The Galactic Council called an emergency vote. This had never happened before. Leaders whispered. Elders argued quietly. Fear moved faster than logic. For the first time in history, power was not on the council's side. The dark fleet waited outside. Silent, patient. A council leader finally spoke. "Humanity," he said carefully, "we offer alliance." The word echoed through the chamber. Protection treaties. Trade access. Shared technology. Old promises, now spoken with urgency. The human ambassador listened without emotion. "We do not seek command," the leader continued. "We ask you to stand with us." The human shook his head. "We already stand alone," he replied. The council felt its fear grow deeper. "What do you want?" another voice asked. The human answered simply, "Respect." The chamber fell silent again. "For years," the human said, "we were ignored, our warnings dismissed. Our losses counted as acceptable. He stepped closer to the center. We will not rule you, he said. We will not police your wars. The council waited for a demand. But we will defend ourselves, the human continued. And those who cannot. An elder realized the truth. This was not a threat. It was a boundary. We choose peace, the human said. But peace must be chosen by all. Outside, the dark ship slowly shifted position. Not closer, not farther. Ready? The council leader swallowed. And if someone challenges you? The human's voice did not change. Then the galaxy will remember today. The vote ended quickly. Unanimous. The Galactic Council recognized humanity as a sovereign power beyond council law. As the human turned to leave, he paused. Remember this moment, he said softly. We showed restraint. The dark fleet began to withdraw, and fear followed it, deep into the heart of the galaxy. The dark fleet vanished without a trace. No jump signals. No energy waves. One moment it was there, the next empty space. The Galactic Council chamber stayed silent. Minutes passed. No one spoke. No one moved. The galaxy had changed, and everyone felt it. A council scientist finally broke the quiet. Our models are useless now, she said. Nothing accounts for this level of control. An elder closed his eyes. We were not prepared, he whispered. News spread fast across the stars. Entire civilizations learned the same lesson in a single day. Humanity was no longer a minor species. It was a boundary. Trade routes shifted. Wars were paused. Old enemies reconsidered old plans, not because humanity threatened them, but because it could end everything without warning. The council reviewed old records. Human requests for help. Votes delayed. Decisions postponed. Mistakes. A young member asked quietly, will they return? The elder answered after a long pause. They never left. Far beyond council space, human fleets watched in silence, not in anger, not in pride, in readiness. Humanity did not celebrate. There were no speeches, no parades. They had learned long ago that power was not something to show often. It was something to hold carefully. The dark matter warships returned to shadow, hidden between moments, waiting for a future that might never come. And that was the point. The Galactic Council changed its laws that day. Dark matter was no longer forbidden. It was feared. History would remember this moment not as a war, but as the day the galaxy understood one truth. Humanity did not conquer the stars. The stars learned to stay silent when humanity spoke.